Well, a new poll showing Nikki Haley surging into second place behind Donald Trump in New Hampshire. That's just one state. Jessica Patterson is the chair of the California Republican Party, and she joins me now. Jessica, thank you, first of all, for helping us do this, pull off the debate in your great state. What do the Californians think of Nikki Haley?
Well, I'm so excited to welcome all of the candidates to California and in Simi Valley, my hometown. I think nobody should be surprised by Ambassador Haley and how well she did at the last debate and the work that she's done since then to increase these numbers around the country.
Now, California, a lot of people forget, but California is the home state of Ronald Reagan, one of the most conservative presidents we've had, at least in my lifetime. And he was overwhelmingly reelected in California. People used to love him. People used to vote with their heart and for the conservative principles. As we see so much destruction because of other policies, very progressive policies on crime, on people, on taxation, regulation, the growth of the huge state of government in California. Are people looking for an alternative? Do you think we will ever see a Republican become governor of California again?
Well, I think it's an exciting time to be a California Republican, having an early primary, being the most delegate-rich state with 169 delegates up for grabs. I think what you're going to see from our candidates that are coming to the Reagan Library debate is them looking at California and drawing that contrast. This is a state that was once golden, and now we're 50th out of 50 when it comes to literacy. We've lost 700,000 people in a congressional seat, while other more conservative states have picked up congressional seats. We've got rampant crime with smash and grabs and a homeless crisis that we spent $22 billion on. I think what you're going to see from this debate this week is these candidates drawing a contrast between what California is and not bringing it to the rest of the country. And any one of those candidates could do a better job than Joe Biden or whoever the Democrat nominee ends up being in November of 2024.
Well, when you lay out all those problems in California, you contrast that with Governor Newsom saying that California is a success story. He may even try to run on that in 2024. Do you think he is going to try to run for the White House in the next presidential?
I think he's already running for the White House. I think every single one of these interviews, this debate that he's doing with Governor DeSantis, these are all brushback pitches to Vice President Harris. He's trying to tell the world that he's the #1 guy and that he's going to be running for this seat for whatever reasons Joe Biden ends up not being their nominee. So I don't think that there's anyone that's looking at California saying this is the way that we should be doing things. And I think while he's a very good and savvy politician, I think Americans will see what has happened to California and why people are leaving instead of choosing to stay in this beautiful state.
Of course, if he runs, we'd have the governor of Florida, which is gaining people, increasing its GDP by great numbers and doing quite well economically, generally speaking. We're going to have the governor of California with all those problems. It'd be a good contrast for Americans, wouldn't it? Quickly.
Certainly, and we lost a congressional district while Florida was picking up one. We're on track to lose 5 more by the 2030 reapportionment.
Wow.
I think it would be a deep contrast.
Jessica, great to see you. Thank you very much. Have fun tomorrow night. Appreciate you coming on.